All right, I'm live. Okay, I've got signal. This is good. Hi, everybody, my friends, my family, my booze, my loves. Solo number one of the night. So I am at the Haunted Rock Island YMCA in Rock Island, Illinois, and I am doing my solo challenge number one right now. So just so everybody remembers, my comments are all jacked up. I gotta get a whole stream mode. I don't know what's going on. I can only see YouTube, but feel free to comment. I will get to them as soon as I can. On top of that, with me doing a solo investigation, I kind of want to like focus on what I'm doing. So right now, I am what is called the room I'm in is what they call the wrestling room. Wrestling room. They said the wrestling room. So this is a room, actually. I'm going to walk you out. I've got the lights on right now just so I can do this live so you guys can see better where I'm at, because this is not a room that I went into when I did my walkthrough prior. So let me flip my camera around so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so I told you guys that I hadn't been to the basement yet. Well, guess what? I'm down in the basement area. This is the dock. So I think I did show you guys up there a little bit. But so here, I'll walk you through real quick. So this is the basement area. I was debating on the boiler room, and there's a couple other rooms I'm debating on too. So this is just like one part of the basement. I'm actually going to be keeping these lights on because I'm not familiar with the building. So that way when I'm done with my solo and I go to leave, I'm not like tripping over the security camera or anything else. And hopefully I can remember how to get out of here when I'm done. Okay, so this is what they called the wrestling room. So I want to show you. Now, if you saw my live previously, you're going to, hopefully you remember from if you did see my live previously, I explained how John, and his last name starts with an L, and it's totally eluding me right now. I can't believe I'm having a moment. He was a major mob boss here in the area, and he put a brothel in above the YMCA, did a lot of his illegal dealings in the upper floors of the YMCA. So this room here, and I told you about the trunk room where they would bring the women in, beat them to death, put them in the trunks, bring the trunks down, and it would come down to where I'm at here with the dock, load it onto, put it in a trunk of a car or the back of a hearse, take the trunks to the Mississippi River, and as they would say, they got rid of the trash because they were done with the women, or the woman at that time. She was no longer of any good use to them. So this room actually plays along, if I'm understanding correctly, with the severity of how horribly these women were treated. So if you look at the walls, you will see right there, and that's me walking on the floor. You'll see a hole right up there. So that is where they had the shackles, and they would chain the women literally up against the wall. I understand that there was a woman named Rose that was kept in this room that was chained up and was beat senseless. So that's about all the history that I have on the room. From what I was told, a lot of activity does happen in this room. So I'm actually going to be starting with my solo here. and we're going to see what we can get. So I've got my Chattergeist, and I am going to be setting up with the lights on right now, only because I'm not familiar with this room. And to be honest, I kind of feel like I'm already being watched. Okay, not kind of. I thoroughly feel like I'm being watched. But trying to get my power box for my Chattergeist. And I'm trying to find my power cord. And I've got my cat balls. And can I tell you guys, it is really freaking hot in this room. Okay, this will work. Alright, so battery. I will not be doing my boo box in this room. I have not been scared out of a room yet. But there's always a first time for everything. So, you know. We're going to go ahead and get this plugged in. I'm going to sit you guys down while I get this plugged in. And just so you guys know, when you get your Chattergeist, it does not have an iPhone port. It has an Android port to it. So if you want to get yourself extra charging cords, make sure you do that. Chattergeist is powering up. Don't you love how I say I haven't been scared out of a room yet? Okay. So now the Chattergeist is calibrating. Where's my ghost? Yes, guys, I have a ghost to drink. All right, so put my Chattergeist down. I'm actually going to sit right in front of where Rose was chained up. And so I'm going to flip my camera, and we're going to turn lights off, and I'm going to use my cat balls. I might even pull out my blue lights too. I did disconnect those batteries though, so yeah, we'll just do cat balls and Chattergeist right now. All right, guys, let's go. All right, light off, cat balls. I'll do one right here, front of the door. Right there is where Rose was chained to the wall. I'm gonna do another cat ball right here. So we've got one, we've got two. There's one of my bags. Let me move my other one so they're together. I'd rather have my stuff together. Okay. Look, see, there's my ghost. Bear with me, guys. Hey, Darren. Do I have any chains with me? I do not. That actually would be a fabulous trigger object to use. If I had thought of it, I would have asked if we had something like that we could have used. I know we were joking about it earlier. Just so you guys know, Darren is talking to me through YouTube so I can see what he's saying. StreamYard, you really need to help me out with this. All right. See, I wish I could see my comments because then I could ask you guys what function do we want to do on the Chattergeist? Because we've got, well, there's no way to really. Okay, at the very top, you've got dictionary. Next to it is phonetics. Or, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it upside down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so right here's dictionary. Then we've got phonetics. We've got 8-ball. I love 8-ball. We've got Ouija board. You've got the drawing pad. And I don't remember what that one is. So, for those who are new to Chattergeist has a word bank of 17,500 words, and it does, I believe, 5 or 7 languages. So, let's go with 8-ball. That's my favorite. So, you see how it shows up, and it says ask. First, what I want to do, and this is what I always like doing, is I like to introduce myself to the spirits. Spirits, my name is Bree, and it's nice to meet you. I would love to learn more about you and talk to you. I've got 2 balls on the floor that light up if you touch them, and they make really pretty colors, and something is touching my arm. Okay, so I'm already getting responses on my 8-ball easily. Would you maybe like to touch those? Is that what you're saying? Is there anybody down here with me? No, somebody's touching my other arm. I'm being actually touched at my elbows right now on both arms. This feels really weird. Like, even though, like, I just rubbed my arms, like, the feeling is still there. Like, something is holding my arms. And considering what they did in this room, I just find that kind of interesting. So, is there anybody in here with me? I've got maybe. That was quick. Thank you. Are you female? Okay, so I've got a female in here with me. Thank you. I wonder. Is it Rose? Rose, are you with me, sweetheart? I've got Rose with me, guys. And I've got movement behind me. There's tapping on the wall behind me right now. Rose, is that you tapping on the wall behind me? I swear, when you're in situations like this, like, it's like I can still see the light from the hallway out there, yeah, but like where I'm sitting at in the room, it's pitch black. And there's a gap between me and the wall because of the wood that's propped up behind me. But it's so weird when you're in situations like this. Like, you can. So, Rose might be behind me. Okay. Like, you can, it's like your senses are heightened. You can hear so much more. All right. I don't know. I'm hearing really loud talking, and I know that. And I'm getting. Yeah, I know. You hear the loud talking too, don't you? Yeah, it does work really fast. This is amazing. Okay. I didn't even ask anything. Let me go back. All right. So if you notice how I scrolled up It goes right back to main menu. I'm actually going to pull up dictionary mode. Now, I've got mine set to continuous. Okay, I can do that. Rose, honey, since you're in here with me, I'm going to put this on dictionary mode, and it's got words in it. It's got a lot of words that you can choose from. I'm trying to figure out if I'm watching shadows on the door in front of me or if my eyes are just playing tricks on me right now. Sorry. I know I'm getting quiet. Okay, so Rose, I'm going to put on the dictionary mode with my Chattergeist. And you can use whatever words that are in here to answer questions. Okay. Rose, what type of chains did they use, honey? Okay. So it says bailing, adults, eyewitness, and shown. And that'll disappear on its own since I've got it on continuous. Are you able to tell me, Rose, what type of chains that they used? Okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. I'm going to wait real quick, though, Darren. I want to see if she responds with what kind of chains were used. I don't want to throw too much at once. I keep hearing like tapping behind me. I don't know if you hear it or not, but there's tapping behind, like a lot of tapping behind me. And now I've got floor movement next to me. The floor just popped. And my leg is being touched. High up on my thigh. Okay, I almost feel the need to get up and walk. Like not walk away, but just like get up and like pace a little bit. Rose, do you remember the names of the men who chained you up? Are you able to give those names to me? It says bailing, valves, pains, and cleaved. Trying to get an angle so you can see this. Now, once that whole line goes red, then that's when it'll clear off on its own. It is so weird feeling like your leg is being caressed. And I've got more movement behind me right now, too. It is so hot in here. I've got footsteps, too. Okay. So now it's saying what? Balcony, accusation, fearsome, injustice. And what I find ironic is a lot of the words that are popping up are actually pertain to the mob activity towards the women in this building. Because if you remember what I told you, what I was talking about earlier with the trunk room and how the women were put into trunks and then dumped into the Mississippi. And it is really hard to breathe right now. Like, it's not hot anymore. Like, I feel like I've cooled down a lot, but it's like hard to breathe. Like, the air just got really thick. If somebody's in here, I do have cat balls on the floor that you can make go off if you want. They turn really pretty colors. There's one right in front of the door. Oh, we got more words. I got wet, pound, help, never, and color. And what's ironic is we're talking to Rose right now, and that's a color as well as a flower. And she was beaten. She wasn't given any help. So I find this to be very pertaining to the room that we're in. All right, that's me moving on the chair that I'm sitting on. Rose, what were your last words, honey, before you passed away? Can you tell those to me? Like, it is so weird. I swear I'm hearing movement behind me still. Cube and skeletons? I don't understand what that one is. And that's me moving my feet on the floor if you hear that. I'm really tempted to go turn that light off though, because I like to be in complete darkness. And the fact that I can see a light is really, plus I keep watching this shadow on the door. It's weird. And I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me, like my eyes are matrixing right now, or if like I'm legit watching a shadow. I'm slightly tempted to pull out my boo box. Yeah, that was a miss. So pet, forever, churchgoer, panel, and frightened. I think I'm actually going to go to a different function and I might pull out the boo box. Okay, so the cat balls have not gone off. I was told that normally there's a lot. I mean, we are getting activity in here for sure. I really thought the cat balls would have gone off though. And I keep feeling like somebody is touching me. Like you can see, like there's nothing around me to touch me. Like nothing can touch me. What her favorite Bible verse was, I can do that. Give me just that, because I can see that light, like the light that's in the hall all the way over there. I can see it reflecting on this door and it's bothering me. So let me move this chair back. All right, cat balls. And see, I'm walking right by the balls and they're not even going off. They are set. Just so you guys know. See, they're set. Stay. I think the light I need to hit is, nope, that one. Okay. Not gonna lie, my chest got really tight just now. And I don't don't know why. I'm kind of nervous to walk around this corner right now, too. Like, I am so chilled. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, I'm not alone right now. It's almost like it was waiting for me to turn that light off. This feels so weird. I don't have a recorder going now. I actually need to get one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so nervous to go around this corner right now. And I don't know why. Like, normally, I almost feel like I need to ask permission to come in. It's so weird. And I kind of feel boxed in. Like, I feel like I can't go that way. Like, I'm so chilled right now. And I'll tell anybody who's watching, your body's going to be your best piece of equipment as an investigator. That is going to be your number one thing. Your body's going to be able to tell you when something's off. I'm kind of hoping, in all honesty, Darren, that if anything is said, will be picked up by my phone. Because somebody recently replayed back one of my lives and watched the replay of it. And they caught a voice in the background. It was actually a really cool catch. Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like I need to be against the wall right now. There's walking down there. Like, they were so waiting for me to turn that light off. This is so weird. Like, I feel like I can't go that way. And I need to go that way because my chattergeist is in there. All my stuff's in there. And I feel like I can't go that way. Like, I seriously feel like there's somebody there. And I feel like there's somebody around the corner waiting for me. Like, this is the weirdest feeling I've had. Like, my stomach is in knots right now. So, you told me to watch my back. Look, I'm literally against a wall. You guys know I don't scare easy. Okay, I jump scare. Here's the funny part. You take me to a haunted house, and I will speed walk through it and have my eyes covered because I'm a big old baby when it comes to that stuff. But you guys see how I power through my solos. Like this, I'll do any day. But I've never had the feeling like I even in Post Town was walking in circles in that schoolroom, and I knew I was surrounded. There's movement in there. I just heard footsteps. There's movement in here. Okay, thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's movement with the chair right now. I can hear the chair just got played with. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Man, Darren, I wish I had a recorder. I should have, because right now that room probably would be picking up all kinds of stuff. I've got movement over here. See, on the security camera outside of the trunk room, I didn't tell you guys about this. It actually caught an EVP of a woman being beat and her screaming and tossed into the trunk, and you can hear the latch of the trunk closing. You can hear it latching. But the way that woman screamed was just horrific. And it was caught on the security camera with nobody around. There's movement this way. You guys, like, like, I legit feel like I can't move. All right, I'm going to suck it up. I heard something hitting. That's a metal chair. That's a metal chair. That's plastic with metal legs. That's plastic. But the chair I was sitting in is metal. And I heard that getting that. Like, it didn't sound like it was one of these. Like, the closeness of it, if that makes sense. It didn't sound close enough to be these. It sounded like it was that one. And it sounded like that was getting moved. Urgh. I almost feel like I'm being herded back into here right now, if that makes any sense. So, right there, like I was saying, anybody new who's watching, right there is the hole in the middle of the white with the brick right there. That's one of the shackles. And then, I wish I could zoom. Right there, the metal pole sticking out. That's where the other shackle was. And then Rose was strung up right here in the middle. See, now I feel hot again. I don't feel like they're I'm sweating like crazy now. I don't feel like I feel like they're literally I feel like they're right there. Like right outside the door. I don't Okay, now my legs are cold. Like I just felt a cold breeze. Literally a cold breeze. Yeah, now would be an amazing time to, and see that's what I typically do. I normally like I walk through and I take videos and I take pictures. I'm actually trying to get a second phone right now, Darren. And then I'm going to use this phone that I'm on right now. This is going to be my backup phone. And so that way when I'm doing my lives on my new phone, which will have a better, you know, it's going to have a bigger screen too. I'll be able to take pictures and videos, and then I could even do EVPs then on this phone. I feel I don't want to sit. I know that might sound so silly to some of you, but I really do not want to sit here because I heard this chair get played with and I've been touched and I really don't want to sit here. And I don't want to go that way. Like I mean, this might sound silly to some of you guys. I legitimately feel like something is right there. I feel like I got herded from that little hallway I was in back in here, if that makes any sense. Lean up. That's actually a fabulous idea, Darren. And you know I'm probably one of the craziest chicks to pull something like that too. All right, let me move a chair. Let me move this one. All right, let me unplug my chatter, guys, because I don't want to drain my battery. I'm going to put this back in my bag real quick. Too, that's a cat ball I just stepped on. Thank God it didn't break. You know, for something so small, I don't understand why they're so expensive. That's me. You guys are hearing. My foot just moved and the floor popped. By the way, I will explain. That actually came from right there. Because I haven't moved this foot. That came from right next to me. All right, Darren, you asked me to stand where she was strung up. See what happens. I wish I could move this stuff, but I ain't playing with all this. My look, there's going to be a big-ass spider. Now, you guys want to know what'll scare me? Make me ugly cry? A big-ass spider. Like, that'll make me freeze and big-ass ugly cry real quick. That's kind of why I'm standing here, like, with my flashlight right now. I'm making sure there's no big-ass ugly spiders that I'm going to lean up against. That's me. I just stepped on something metal. Exactly. It's an experiment. Okay, so there's walking out there. I don't know if you heard that, but there's walking out there. Guys, something is walking in here to me. Alright, let me take a drink of my ghost real quick. Look, ghost. And I'm going to turn my flashlight off and I'm going to stand against this wall, Darren. Well, as against it as I can. There's boxes. Alright. Light out. My flashlight's in my back pocket now. Okay. So I flip my camera around so you can see my face because you can't see anything. The camera pointed into the black. And I'm going to be honest, it's really freaking dark in here. The chair just got moved. The plastic chair. And my hair just got played with. I have a curl that's being played with right now. I feel like my heart is just racing. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be freaky. But instead, Darren, I'm hearing the plastic chair that I pointed out. It sounds like, you know, when you drum your fingers on a desk. It sounded like somebody was standing there drumming their fingers on the back of the chair. And I can hear walking out in that hallway. But the fact that they wanted to play with my curls a little creepy. I'm waiting for a face to show up next to me. That'd be a really cool catch, though, you gotta admit. Okay. It's really hot in here. And I'm hearing walking. It sounds like heavy boots. That plastic chair got moved. It's not in the same position it was in. Yep, it's working. I'm not outstretching my arms though, Darren. Sorry. Okay, so I'm using just a little bit of my flashlight right now. Just a little bit of light. Alright, I'm gonna flip my camera. It got real hard to breathe just now. Like it feels like somebody's grabbing my face, like over my nose. That's me moving. And I realized I was standing on nails. No wonder my foot was starting to hurt. But it feels like somebody's almost putting their hand over my mouth. Like, you know, like if you're trying to shush somebody. Please don't touch my face. I don't mind that you're in here with me. And I know I might be invading your space, and I apologize for that. I'm just trying to get to know you better. If there's anybody in here, can you make the cat balls light up? There's 2 balls on the floor. I'm sure you've seen them before. And they make really pretty colors. There's one in front of the door, and there's one right in front of me. Are you able to make those go off? You were making the chatter guys talk a lot. You were answering on the 8 ball. You were giving me a lot of valid words to the location and to the room that I'm in, minus once. Although I do want to find out about that Darren, I am going to ask. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Like, and I've got, like, I'm getting chilled again. I really want to walk out. I want to see, because I keep hearing heavy boots out here. And it's like, I just want to see if anybody's out here. Make sure that I am alone. I mean, everybody knows that I'm down here. Yeah, it would be good to have others try it. All right, how much time am I at? I'm going on 45 minutes. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap up my solo at this point. I've been down here for about 45 minutes. I've gotten some pretty steady activity. The cat balls haven't gone off, but that doesn't mean that I haven't had other stuff happen. The chatter guys did work a lot. The plastic chair did freaking move. Somebody was playing with my hair. Even was messing with my elbows. I've got a cat ball going off. And I've walked by this thing like 5 times. And it has, okay, it stopped going off. Okay, that was me. But I walked by it like 3 or 4 times and it never went off. So that was just weird. When I accidentally stepped on it and it moved, it must have like moved to like a new part of the floor, like a different divot. All right, I'm going to put the chair back. My gosh. All right, so I had my hair played with, my arms. All right, that was above me. That was so above me. Like, it was right up in here. All right, so I'm going to walk you guys through the basement with me as we turn off lights. Let me grab my bags. Can I tell you, because of how my bags are, one of my, this might sound silly, I keep waiting for somebody to grab the hook on one of my bags. It's not a hook, it's the, like the, did you guys hear that? Please tell me you heard that. It got really fucking cold. Like, there's all kinds of movement now. Like out in the hallway. Hello? Just in case that's somebody from my team. I'd rather say hello. Just to verify. That's the floor popping beneath my foot. Just so you guys know. And me messing with my bag. Alright. So, flip the camera around. Maybe you guys will see something that I don't see. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. There's one thing you know, I don't back down from a challenge. So, but over in here, like literally, like it felt like somebody was over in here, and I heard footsteps over here, and then walking right in there. So, alright, guys. So at this point, I'm going to jump off here. I'm sure I'll be going live again later. We're going to be here all night, it seems. Which I'm not going to complain with whatsoever. But I hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. And I'll see you guys later. Love ya. Peace. Don't forget to be like Bray. I'll see you guys later.